How you doing, everybody? Nook here for Hats Off. Episode 5? Is this my 5th one of these? Have I been doing these for, 4 weeks? 5 weeks now? Jeez. Time flies. That's all I got to say. So, I'm going to be answering another question this week, and I'm capping myself at 8 minutes. Well, 8.5. That's what I set my timer for, so... capping myself so you don't have to sit through me rambling about a bunch of stuff. But I already started, so let's start. Alright, Joe Radkins. Hi, Joe. He asks a very serious question. Nook, ... Do you shampoo your beard? And yes, I do shampoo my beard. Probably like 2 or 3 times a week, maybe twice. And that probably sounds gross because it's like, ew, you don't shower. It's like, no, you wash it every day, and it'll get frizzy, and it'll like freaking stick out everywhere, and it won't be the shape that you want it, and you end up looking like this, and it's awful. But if you shower it just like twice a week, like natural oils build up, and not like bad stuff doesn't smell. It's like just those natural oils build up, and you get to just kind of shape it, and that's the best time to cut it and everything. So yeah, twice a week, shampoo your beards. Do it right. No shave November. You gotta do it right. Took it from Nook. Joe also asked, though, actually seriously, and also, other than games, what are you most passionate about in life? Passionate about in life. I'm having a real problem talking today. Anyway, what I'm most passionate about in life. When I think about my passion, when the word that I connect with that is like what I'm shooting to do with my life, which is actually something completely different from what I'm actually passionate about as a person. And when it comes down to that, it's people. Like, I really, I love my friends and family, and those are the people that I'm most passionate about. And when I hurt them, it's probably when I feel the worst. Whenever I think back on whenever I would lie to my parents or even to friends, you end up telling these white lies, and to me they stack up, and I've come forward about them and stuff like that. It's not like I'm stocking up all these lies from over the years, and that's not what this is about. It's about, that's just one example of what you might do and accidentally hurt somebody. And when I hurt the feelings of the sniffer sore, Megan, my girl, or my lady, I should say, not my girl. My girl, talking about snip sore, my girl. Whenever I hurt her, I feel like shit. And yeah, so I'm passionate about people, and when I've hurt my friends in the past, one of the biggest things is actually when I moved here from Chicago. I had a lot of good friends there. Well, I moved to Kentucky first, where my family is, and it was in order to like focus more on what I was wanting to do with my life, which was film at the time. I was in post-production on a movie that I'd spent a lot of time on, and I was like really, really devoted to it, to the point where I'd moved back home to the middle of nowhere from a city that I loved, full of people that I loved, and I hurt a lot of people, and I probably like damaged some friendships, which really sucks. That I'm mending, that I'm working on. I'm still talking to these people. It's not like, woe is me. It's not about that, but that's when I've just another example of when you might hurt somebody. So that's something big that happened to me, of when I may have damaged a friendship or something like that, and that stuff sucks. This is the worst. Whenever you're in a fight with your friend or something, like, it just weighs on me so heavily. And or if you have like a confrontation with your dad or your mom or something, and sometimes those don't go well. Luckily, I have a pretty good relationship with my parents, and that's only happened a few times in my life. But that stuff happens, and that's the soul of like what I'm most passionate about, I would say, is people, the people around me, the people I love. That's the thing that really means the most to me. As far as what I said in the beginning, about what I want to do with my life, that passion, it's more story driven. I went to film school where I finished my degree in post-production. We also did a ton of writing. That movie that I was talking about, Between Monsters, if you're interested in watching it, it's online. I can link it to you. Um, I wrote that. I'm very proud of it. It was a damn good movie. It turned out really well. It's one of my proudest achievements from the filmmaking I did in Chicago when I lived there. And the thing that I love the most was the story and the characters in it. And now, I used to think that, movies were my passion. Movies were what I wanted to do. And I would still love to do movies. I love doing post-production. I love acting. I would love to be in, improv and stuff. And all of that boils down to telling a story of some sort. Whether it's a funny story or a sad story or dramatic or action or whatever else, it's all about story and character. Which is strangely enough linked, to my real life passions, because I care about people. And then in stories, the most compelling part of stories usually are the characters. And so I've just thought about this today, actually, as I was looking at the question, that link between my passions of what I want to do with my life and the people around me and the things that I'm passionate about in my life, not my career life. And so that's why I've kind of fallen in love with Let's Plays, actually, in my YouTube channel, because I get to play these games where I'm telling these awesome stories that other people want to share with the players and the people who watch the players play. It's a form of experience. The old saying of you don't understand somebody until you walk a mile in their shoes, that type of thing. And that's what stories do, is you get to sit down and literally live through somebody else's perspective for, whatever amount of time. And I love that. It's an amazing feeling to sit down and really be able to step out of yourself and into another situation and experience that. That's why TV shows are so popular. They create characters and stories that are so compelling that you'll come back week to week to week. And that's what the Let's Plays thrive off of too, are video games with a great story and great characters, so that you will come back and hang out with me while we play some awesome games. Right now I'm playing Shadowgate. I'm so excited about the story of Shadowgate. Not a whole lot of action. It's a point and click adventure. But man, there's something like just so viscerally compelling behind the story and the characters in the games that I love to play. And I'm looking forward to doing more of those. So I just hit 8 minutes, and I'm going to wrap it up. So thank you, Joe, for your question. I really appreciate it. If anyone else or Joe has any other questions, please feel free to comment below or tweet me at Nook and Cranny Game. And I would love to chat with you, either throughout the week or I'll make a video about it. Talking about passion, I almost need more than 8 minutes, and I'm going to stop here pretty soon. I told you I was wrapping up. But, a passion thing, that's worthy of an 8-9 minute video. But if you just want to chat throughout the week, I'm totally down. Tweet me, comment. I'd love to talk with you. So thank you again for hanging out for another Hats Off video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.